What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. We are on update 12.5.1.1. This is supervised full self-driving, the latest full self-driving build out there, except for those early beta testers. I think they got 1.2 now going out. Now, as far as rollouts on Testify, we got 2024.26.6 with the 12.3.6 version of FSD still going out, about 140 on Wi-Fi. For this build right here, we have about 46 on Wi-Fi on Testify, so we are still waiting for more to roll out. I believe very small percentage of the fleet has this newest update. We just picked up a 2024 long-range Model 3 rear-wheel drive last night, and it also has a factory build with 12.3.6. Now we have some construction here. Looks like it did give us a reroute. Okay, we're gonna be going straight, taking the right. I do like this route. Now we're in the turning lane, we're going straight. This 12.1.1 has been performing really good. I wanna say there was a little bit of regression as far as choosing the right lane. No more hesitation, but it will just smoothly go into the wrong lane now. So you gotta definitely be aware, definitely be careful out there. I've been seeing it happen multiple times, but in general, the trajectory, the precision, everything is really amazing. Now we're up about 10-mile trip, 19 minutes on route. We're gonna be heading into North Las Vegas. Take a look here. And how has your day been going? Hope you guys have been having a fantastic day. Currently 92 degrees. It will be warming up here in Las Vegas. We got to check our settings today. We're gonna have it on assertive, minimal lane changes turned off. We do have the full screen turned on. And I've been using this 12.5.1.1 everywhere I go. It's been performing amazing. Still disengagements here and there. Let's see how she does today. The goal for today is 0 disengagement, 0 intervention. As far as attention monitoring is concerned, I am wearing my sunglasses, so we're not going to have the attention monitoring on. Let's go ahead and swap it out. So let me go ahead and put on my regular glasses. And now regular glasses are on. I am going to give it a slight turning force. And I do want to mention on the rear wheel drive, long range, we're getting 363 miles on a full battery. It's pretty sweet. We will be doing some FSD testing in that vehicle as well. White on white. All right, so attention monitoring is active. Now I got a 35-mile-an-hour speed limit sign. It does have the 25 here and just changed. Perfect. I noticed the behavior last night getting onto the freeway where the V12 stack stayed on the freeway for the whole time. I didn't know if it was some type of a shadow mode update, but let me know if you've been noticing anything like that. When you get on the freeway, it doesn't switch to the V11 stack. This was the first time I noticed it last night. Doing 38 and a 35, nice speed control. First left turn coming up in 0.7 of a mile. I haven't been on X too much this week, but I did notice that I have been on the, oops, so I accidentally did some nag. I accidentally touched the steering wheel there for the nag, which I just totally forgot. So we're gonna go back to no touching the steering wheel. We do have the little green dot for the attention monitoring. Someone had a question about when I was talking about another app watching your location. So if you have multiple apps for multiple drivers, you can click on the location on the app, and I believe you get a little phone signal here. So thank you for that comment, that reply. Now a little bit of construction here. We do have a 4-way stop sign with lights that are covered. Let's see how FSD reacts. Full NHTSA stop. Very confident. Fantastic. Got our first turn coming up, 0.1 of a mile. Now this is an intersection where it did used to get pretty close to the curb, but in later updates it did correct. So let's see how she does today. They do have this road closed over here to the right for some bridge they're building. It's so strange. All right, oh, so it did start heading a little bit close and it did correct. Went over the line a little bit. That's another thing on this build. I've been noticing it kind of go over the line a little bit in multiple areas. Nice acceleration there. Almost up to 50 in this 35. Got our next turn at 5.4 miles. Let's check our route, see if we can do any changes on the fly. Let's go ahead and do this change right here. See if we can reroute us around. It says pay attention to the road. So as soon as I look straight, boom, off. Super great. I can't wait until the sunglass mode comes on. So once we can wear our sunglasses with the attention monitoring, I think that'll be fantastic. Now this car is doing something weird. He's actually crossed the lane here. I'm not sure what they're doing. That's a bad position because they're almost in the other lane. They're trying to go, they can't go. Well, they're actually in the straight lane, so at least they're not in. That's a bad spot to get stuck. Alright, so we have our next turn at 0.9 of a mile. Yeah, the attention monitoring is fantastic. With sunglasses, it'll be extraordinary. Got a motorcycle coming up from behind. We should be changing lanes here pretty shortly as well. And there he goes. Little cafe racer. Warming up those tires. So 8.8 yesterday. We picked up our Model 3 on 8.8. Pretty wild. Pretty wild day. I'm super stoked to see how the rear-wheel drive efficiency is. So we'll have to see. All right, we got our right turn coming up, 0.1 of a mile. I really do like the trajectory nowadays. So much more human-like, changing the lanes to make your turns. So smooth. It's like after you drive this version, you will completely forget about 12.3.6. So much improvement on this build. And you know, I did comment that there was little regression, but I feel like it's just with lane selection still. And I want to say maybe on the V11 stack on the highway. But we should be getting the sunglass update. We should be getting the V12 end-to-end on the freeway soon. All right, we got our turn coming up, 0.1 of a mile. Got the blinking unprotected left. Do have a little bit of traffic. I still have been noticing this build also exiting the wrong exits on the freeway. So I want to say it comes down to that V11 stack. They did do an update to the V11 stack, which made it perform much better on the freeway, but it actually introduced some more bugs. We did have a couple phantom brakes also recently with the new V11 stack on the freeway. So while we did get much improvement, we did have a little bit of regression. I want to say though, the city streets, minus a couple of the lane selection errors, it is a lot better. So dialed in. But yeah, 8.8. I was hoping for robo-taxis. I guess we're hoping for 10.10 now. I'm super stoked. I think now is the time to buy as much Tesla stock as you can. This is not financial advice. And I think the word for the day today is definitely gratitude, you know? You gotta live your life with gratitude always in mind. That way, it just makes it so much easier. And we got the green light. Another thing I want to mention is don't give so many F's about everything, you know? Like, for instance, road rage when you're driving around. Don't really care what other people are doing, you know? Don't take life so seriously. The more F's you give, the more stress you get. Like, ideally, if nothing can bother you, you're in absolute power. So smooth on this FSD. When you don't touch the wheel, you almost forget. So you almost get complacent. Don't get complacent on FSD. Not yet. 5.7 miles, 11 minutes. Let's check and see if we have any routes we can change here. Oh, I could have changed it to that route, but we just missed it. See if we can change it again on the next. So I'm gonna look straight. I almost want to touch the wheel but I forget I'm wearing my regular glasses. I really want to put these sunglasses on though. That's for sure. Looks like no extra routes yet. We had a little bird fly in front of us, and I almost feel like FSD hesitated just a little bit, but there is a lot going on around here. Some road construction signs. We're doing 39 and 35 with the auto set speed max on. Yeah, I want to see if we can, let's try this one. So we'll go ahead and take a left turn here. It says, please pay attention to the road, and as soon as I look at the road, boom. So I want to say it's getting better and better, the monitoring. The first drive, I tested it with the first version of it. It wasn't as fast as this. I want to say also, on the Model 3, the new Model 3 we just picked up, that infotainment system is fast. We pulled up the internet and it was just blazing fast. All right, we got our turn in about 300 feet. Arrow on. Very smooth merge. I cannot complain about that at all. All right, we got the protected green arrow. Looks like we're heading for the inside lane. A little bit of hesitation, a little slowdown. Cautious. I feel like it was unnecessary. Changed in the right lane. Doing 47 and 35 with the auto set speed. Got a right turn coming up, 0.1 of a mile. So this lane kind of has a bike lane, and it looks like we're going to merge right into the turn. Actually, we're skipping the bike lane the first turn and then merging over a little late. I'm not sure I'd like that 100%, but not bad at all. All right, fooling is a stop. We're clear to the left. Got one car at the light there. Now we do have this large road here, so it is merging over to the middle lane. Perfect. That was a turn lane only. Excellent. 12.3.6 could not perform like this, that's for sure. Yep, so I was sitting in the Cybertruck yesterday. We were picking up the other Model 3, and wow. We had like a little mini photo shoot. Now, what I was going to say earlier in the video is that now you can order the Cybertruck Foundation series right off the website with August, September delivery. You could literally order today and might get one by the end of the month or less. Can you believe that? Here's the thing though, who wants to spend $20,000 on the upcharge, right? I mean, you get FSD, you get the power share, you get some extra components, but still, I like that though. It does say for 1 full year on the website they're going to do the foundation, and I believe they started deliveries in November of 23. Correct me if I'm wrong down there. But that means possibly by November we'll see non-foundation series, and that's exactly what I'm going to order. I just can't. I can't spend the extra $20,000. All right, we got the green light. Smooth trajectory, right straight through. So perfect. But yeah, the Cybertruck was amazing. Sitting in there, so comfortable. Thing is, once it has full self-driving, once it can drive itself, I think all bets are off. I believe at this point today we still don't have full self-driving on the Cybertruck, but it's getting very close. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong on that. I want to say we don't yet, but they're working on it. And then also all the hardware 3 cars, so just a very small percentage of the fleet have this new update, the 12.5. Looks like we have our first turn coming up in 0.4 of a mile. So smooth. So on this trip we're running about 171 watt-hours per mile. It's all downhill. Now 306 is pretty pretty good average. This car just eats a lot of watt hours per mile. It's so hungry. There's so much power on the tip in on the throttle, and it's hard not to use the power. And then I want to use the power, so it's like many. And then of course I leave my air conditioner on everywhere I go. Here's the thing: I bet in the winter we're gonna actually lower, even using the heat. So we'll have to see. I've been using the AC everywhere. I leave it on. I just go and keep on, put it at 73 when I get out of the car. I don't even use the cabin heat protection, nothing like that. All right, full stop. Looks like we are. Oh, we did hesitate, but oh my goodness. I'm gonna go ahead and not goose it or anything. So this car over here did have the stop sign, and the car behind me kind of wondered why I did a double stop there. So a little bit of a fail there. Merging over 2 lanes. Definitely super smooth on this version. And we got the green light. Now I do want to give an update to the rattle. The rattle has gone away. Now let me tell you what happened. I started noticing coming from the steering wheel. So how I have my setting is I have the steering wheel all the way close to me and then all the way down. It was developing this weird rattle. So I'm driving, I'm like, wait a minute, is it coming from the steering wheel? So I adjust my steering wheel in up a little bit and the rattle stopped. Now I feel like there's still a minimal rattle back there. Every time I hit a bump, I can kind of hear it kind of coming from the steering wheel, maybe coming from the front. Now I was searching on Reddit last night and I noticed someone had the same error. Wow, that guy got really close to me. With that being said, they pulled out the column, they pulled out the dash, and they added in some extra foam. And then 2 weeks later, he got his rattle back. So I did cancel my service appointment since the rattle is pretty much gone now after adjusting the steering wheel. Because here's the thing, it's so hard to recreate this little bitty rattle. It is a little bit of a rattle. Let me double check something here. Just kind of move my steering wheel up. FSD handled that car coming in perfectly. But yeah, so the rattle's kind of gone, and I'm very happy about that. All right, we got our left blinker on. I do like how it merged straight into this lane, even though it kind of has some old lane lines, like you're not supposed to turn from it, but it looks great on the visualization. Got the protected green left. Let's see how it handles this. We got the bus, a car behind it. So far, 0 disengagement, 0 intervention, 0 throttle presses. Only a couple wheel tugs because I forgot about the attention monitoring, which we're still on. I haven't really touched the wheel at all, or the pedal. I don't know if you can see the pedal down here or not, but I really don't mess with it. I'll always tell you if I can give it a goose. I almost goosed it around that other corner. It's super smooth. So yeah, this little rattle, it actually, now that I talk about it, it's starting to come back a little bit. Just move the steering wheel a little, see if that changes it. Let's go ahead and do a manual left lane change. Perfect. Another right manual lane change. So still a little bit of hesitation, you see that? And we do have some trucks coming up here that are parked on the side. We still do have it on assertive, minimal lane changes turned off. So this will give FSD the capability to make as many lane changes. Yeah, still hearing some rattle under there. That's so funny. We have some rocks. I'm going to do a manual lane change to the left. A lot of rocks in the road. All right, everybody, that's going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching. Hit subscribe, smash that like button, leave your feedback, and we'll see you on the next one.